Hi, I'm Dr. Adetone Musa,
Hi, I'm Dr. Hussein Musa.
and this is Healing Talks with Kingdom Docs.
Today we're talking about being willing vessels for God's plan in your life.
Right, and to be a willing vessel, you really have to discern between your will and God's will.
That can be a hard thing because with our will comes our wants, and it's really easy to change your wants into what you believe God's will is for your life.
Yes.
Meaning that because you want to do it, it must be God's will for your life.
Yes, absolutely. And why is it that we want to be willing vessels? What is it that comes with being filled with God's anointing?
One of the things is joy. We know that even in medicine, you can have everything. You can have money, material wealth, but if you don't have purpose, it's actually something that will lead to depression and you won't feel fulfilled in life. Having that purpose is critical to our well-being and to our sense of happiness. Now, being filled with God's purpose, I don't think there's a greater joy that you can have, because regardless of what you have materially, regardless of your relationships, if you know you're living a life full of purpose, then you're a very, very wealthy person.
Wow. That reminds me of the book Ecclesiastes.
Now, Ecclesiastes, that's one of my favorite books. I remember hearing an allegory saying that this is the diary of like a depressed trillionaire. And I thought, how interesting a comparison. This is Ecclesiastes is about Solomon, the wealthiest, the wisest man that ever was. And in Ecclesiastes, he talks about how meaningless all the trials, all the things of this world are. Everything under the sun is meaningless. That's a current refrain throughout the entire book.
In fact, he likens it to a chasing after the wind. He doesn't only talk about the trials or the tribulations, but also what we think of as blessings or riches or things that are fun. Like, imagine you had $1 trillion and what would you spend it on? What excursions would you go on? What trips would you go on? What things would you buy? He says all of it was meaningless.
And it's true. It really is true. Once again, I'm Dr. Hussein Musa.
I'm Dr. Adetone Musa.
And this is Healing Talks with Kingdom Docs.
And so we're talking about how to become willing vessels for God and filling yourselves with His will and not yours.
Yes, and being filled with His purpose is what can bring joy, and it can bring fulfillment to your life. And chasing after the things of this world, we were talking about the book of Ecclesiastes, how in the end it becomes meaningless. And we've all had the experience of having a brand new shiny toy, maybe when you were a kid or maybe when you're an adult. Maybe it's a new car, that's your shiny toy.
Sure.
After a couple months or so, that toy loses its luster and you want something else. Our brain has this amazing ability to make things mundane and normal again. So you're always chasing after something new.
If you're not filling yourself up with that anointing, the Spirit of God, if you're not making yourself less and God more in your life, then it's never enough. It reminds me of that, the musical, The Greatest Showman. That was one of my favorite musicals and movies, and there is a song in there, it's called Never Enough. And if you pursue things of this world, things that are passing away, they may seem fun at first, but they lose their luster and they lose their value to you.
Yes. In Ecclesiastes 3:11, it states that He has set eternity in our hearts, meaning that there's a God-sized hole in all of our hearts, and nothing in the world can fill that except for Christ.
Absolutely. If you would like to know more about what we're talking about, visit us at kingdomdocs.com for more information, where you can find our podcasts and you can even make an appointment with us.
Yes, visit us at kingdomdocs.com, follow us on social media, and donate to our nonprofit, the Kingdom Healthcare System.
Well, take care and God bless.
Bye.